They got a new video game coming out. It's called Karen. And, there's a lot of people that are saying it's racist and wrong. And the way the game works is you play a Karen and you go into a mall and you destroy everything. And I would argue it is racist. And it's hilarious. And I have a counter proposal for my own version of the video game. One that will make everybody happy. But first, let me just play the trailer for you for the new Karen video game, and then I'll play the trailer of my video game, which I'm curious if you guys can figure out where I'm going with this. And I'm gonna learn you something on racism. I'm gonna learn you something. Okay, so here's the trailer. I actually think it's hilarious. Is it gonna play?
Sorry, we're all out of half and half.
We can only do an exchange.
No, breadsticks are extra.
I'm sorry, ma'am. That's our policy.
Why does she have superpowers? Look at her go. I like how she's tornadoing and spinning around and just smashing and everything. All who remain will remember her name. Karen.
Sorry,
I gotta be
we're all
honest.
out of half and half.
We can only do an exchange.
No, breadsticks are...
I'm actually very much looking forward to this. And when it comes out, I will play it. Unlike that other game where you play as a troupe of neo-futuristic black people who steal stuff, Relooted, which apparently nobody ever wanted to play. And this is the problem with all these social justice warriors. And I can't believe I'm still saying that, but yeah, that's like, I guess you call it woke, but let's make a video game where you got a bunch of black people and they're going to go steal stuff from other people. And it's like, nobody played it. But anyway, what do you think the response was to the Karen trailer? Now, Karen, of course, is going around smashing up a shopping mall. And a lot of people pointed out, first and foremost, calling a white woman a Karen is a racist term. And it is, because Karen is a reference to a belligerent white woman. You've racialized it. So I'll say this. You want to call it racist? Fine. It's racial, for sure. And it's not insulting white people. It's insulting a certain kind of white person. For that matter, there's a couple words that I could use. And I will. In just a second. After I show you what people are saying. So in response to this, we have this one from Kangmin Lee, which is really funny. He says, "Stop trying to whitewash reality." I'm going to stop you there. I'm going to play the video for you, and we're going to get into all the race stuff. But like, bro, it's a joke. Okay, I am perfectly fine with the Karen lady spinning around all crazy and smashing things. I think it's funny. However, point taken. Indeed, my friends, Kangman posts a video of a bunch of black people looting a department store and stealing everything. We get it. I get it. Okay? The response from a lot of people is, I wonder if look, there's more of this. Emerald Apple says, people who destroy property and loot are not middle-aged, overweight women. They are typically young men. Indeed, you could have used the qualifier black. It's true. And I don't think it's, again, it's not a race thing. I'm not trying to say that all black people. I'm not trying to say all white people. I have no problem with someone making a funny game that is an exaggeration on the Karen trope. You know, this entitled middle-aged woman who's like, I'm going to do whatever I want. And so you make her just rampage like she's the Hulk with superpowers. I find it funny. And I fully respect the point people are making about the looting. And so I have a proposition for Kangman. You know, he says, stop trying to whitewash reality. And my response is, It's not whitewashing reality. They're not making a commentary on, black people go around smashing up things. But, my friends, there is a simple solution. We can make our own video game, and then we can balance things out and have equality. Sure, there are many people who find the Karen meme to be racist, insulting to white women in general. And I got to be honest, I've seen some of these Karen tropes. Sometimes it's not all that bad. Obviously, when the lady's like unreasonable and angry, you're like, that's a Karen. Sometimes these videos where they're like, that's a Karen, I'm like, no, she's actually in the right on this one. So I propose this. In the sake of all fairness and equality, if they're going to make a Karen game, we can make our game that I call Sheniqua. And this is my game.
Sorry, we're all out of half and high exchange. You gonna learn today?
It's not a very good trailer.
Sorry, we're all out of half and half. You gonna learn today?
I asked Grok to break down the Karen trailer, and then I copied and pasted it as the same thing, but instead of Karen, it's Sheniqua. And here's what I'm gonna do for you. And I'm gonna learn you something about racism. I'm just getting what I'm giving what I'm getting. You know what I'm saying? Like, you want to rag on the Karens, we make our jokes. If you want to make fun of white people, we make fun of black people, we make fun of Mexican people, Asians. Comedy was always allowed, okay? The purpose of this and the comments I'm making, it's not to disparage white people or black people or Latinos, whatever. It's because we make jokes, right? So I want to point something out. Sheniqua on Wikipedia. Sheniqua is a female given name originating from the African-American community, gaining popularity in the 1970s and peaking in the 90s. It is often given as a prototypical example of a ghetto name, i.e. a name likely to belong to low-income African-Americans, and has been used in racism-related incidents to stereotype rude black women. Now, hold down there a gosh darn minute. See, I did my research, and when I saw the Karen meme, I was like, what's the inversion of that? And so when I looked up Sheniqua, they call it racist to have a name for a rude black woman. Would it not be equally racist to have a name for a rude white woman? If the point is you are stereotyping that race. I don't think either are racist. I think they're racial, but they're just jokes. If you want to say she's a Karen, then I don't see any problem with someone saying that she's a Sheniqua. And you know the problem is with liberals? Liberals live in this hoity-toity white guilt reality. No. I'm going to tell you this. I think black people just as capable as white people. I think that if you want to make jokes about one race, we make jokes about any race. That's equality. We are all adults here, and we all can get by. Now, don't get me wrong. I understand arguments. I think I would lean towards, I'm like a slightly liberal guy. I get it, right? We've heard a lot from, let me read the Karen slang thing for you first before I go into this racism tirade. Wikipedia says Karen is a pejorative slang term used to refer to middle-class women who is perceived as entitled or excessively demanding. The term is often portrayed in memes of middle-class white women who use their white and class privilege. Okay, I'm not playing this Marxist retardation, okay? The term has been criticized by some as racist, sexist, ageist, and classist in controlling a woman's behavior. The term has occasionally been applied to male behavior. Indeed. Now look at this, it's kind of hilarious. In African-American culture, there's a history of calling difficult white women a pejorative name. In the antebellum era, it was Miss Ann, Becky. Becky was used. And now it's Karen. Okay, I'm going to tell you this. Again, Sheniqua is used to refer to a low-income, loud. It's like the same thing. So if you want to play that game, we're going to play that game, all right? Now I'm going to say this. I know a lot of people are like, you'll hear from the left, they'll say white isn't a thing, German, Irish. I don't completely agree with what they're trying to say but I understand what they're trying to say. So let me explain. The reason why they say black is a thing and white is not is because African Americans, black people in the United States, tend to, not always, originate from enslaved families, so they don't have a tie to their ancestral homeland. That being said, there are many black people in the United States who are literally from Africa and know exactly where they came from. So you can't just blanket this on race. And therein lies the point. Race is not the way we do it. Okay? So the problem when they say white doesn't exist, German doesn't, shut up. Okay? You're talking about a color of a person's skin and then blanketing all of them. And they're trying to have it both ways. You know, black does exist, but white doesn't. No. When you say to a person who doesn't understand the argument you're making just about race, you say, white's not a thing. They go, what do you mean? I'm white. Because they associate white with skin color. So when you tell them they have no culture and it's not a real thing and they're going to be lowercased in your writings like the AP does, yeah, people just get mad because you're a racist. But let me point to the Wikipedia thing and just lay it out for you. The Wikipedia article says the term has been criticized as racist. The Sheniqua is it has been used in racism-related incidents. You see, one's definitively racist and one is might be some think. Guys, my worldview, I am a mixed race person. So I have a unique view the left must listen to. You don't go around disparaging people based on race. And the world the left has created has bubbled up this young Gen Z that are racist. And these videos are popping up. If you want to point out, you know, like in the original tweet, you've got people pointing out the ransacking of these businesses. Guess what? It's a fact. Most of the mass looting that we saw came from young black men. It's true. And some black women. Largely not white people. Sometimes you see white looting and you see these things for sure. Pointing out the demographics of the groups that are doing this, I have no problem with. To then claim that it is inherently being black that makes it happen is the problem. So the left wants to create this environment where they're allowed to insult people based on race, disparage and demean them, and you can't do the inverse. We don't play that game. We're allowed to have jokes. I think the Karen trailer is hilarious. I don't think it's making a comment on whether or not young black men were or were not ransacking buildings. But again, you want to play the Karen game, I will buy it. No joke. This looks hilarious. And what about the option to have a Sheniqua? That I think actually, you know what I'd argue? It's racist to not have Sheniqua. Because it is entirely possible for anyone of any race to be entitled and demanding and to cause problems. And also to be a good person who goes to church, whatever it might be. To be good friends and be honorable and loyal. So, anyway, I'm having a good time. I don't know about you guys. I think this is going to be funny. I'm going to wrap it up there. Silly segment for you guys. Smash a like button, share the show, hang out if you want. You can follow me on X and Instagram at Timcast. We'll see y'all next time.